Investor. In this video, I'll be taking a look at Dash coin, and I'll be uh, taking a look at the Dash USD as well as the Dash BTC pair. So this is the Dash USD pair fetched by the Poloniex cryptocurrency exchange. I'm using Poloniex because it offers the longest amount of history. I'm using some indicators and moving averages as well. The white line that you see here, this is the 21-day moving average, and generally the price likes to come down to 21-day moving average if it's overextended or underextended. This blue line is usually the last support level. This is the 200-day moving average, and you would not want your favorite coin to fall below it because that usually marks the end of bull cycle. So what is the situation, and what is my price prediction for Dash for the month of June 2021? So this is the daily chart, and you can clearly see on zooming in that on the MACD we have made a bullish divergence, and which clearly show, and we also have a cross here pointing upwards, which means we are due for a huge bounce. So is the worst over? I think so. The worst is over, and for the short term, at least for the month of June till mid of June, I would say. I will explain why mid of June. Till mid of June, I am quite bullish on crypto, and here's why. We have made double bottom on the MACD on the daily. You saw strong crashes. The Dash went from nearly $300 something to $134 and followed by $121. So we made double bottom on the MACD, and this is the acceleration indicator, and this has turned green now, and MACD is also bullish, and RSI is rising. All these point to the fact that there will be a pump. It may be a relief pump, but we must close above this white line that you see here. This white line is the 21-day moving average, and on zooming in you can clearly see it is currently acting as resistance. You can see that. So I think tomorrow or day after that we will be able to close above the 21-day moving average. And for Dash, I will start selling my stack after $250 or so, because I think the $267 to $270 range is going to act as massive resistance for Dash. The reason why I don't see Dash passing this very level is because on various cryptocurrencies, including Bitcoin, we are about to see something called a death cross. So you see this yellow line. This is the 50-day moving average, and this blue line, as I mentioned before, this is the 200-day moving average. Whenever 50-day moving average goes below this blue line, this is the 200-day moving average, death cross happens, and that usually leads to around 70 to 80% drop from the current price level on that particular day. And I'm expecting these two lines to converge somewhere between 14th and 17th, or maybe 18th June, somewhere around here. So it will be, and I'm expecting the price to hover somewhere around here. So this will come here, and this will come here. So if we're going to expect the price to be somewhere around between $240 and $260 range when the death cross occurs. And whenever death cross occurs, we will see a massive decrement in price, and that can lead, and that this correction will happen for months. If you zoom out, you can clearly see what happens when there is a death cross. So you have to see a yellow line passing below the blue line after a long rally. Okay, so for example here, yellow line passing below the blue line here. So death cross occurred on the Dash USD chart back in 22 August, and guess what happened after that? If you see, we had a death cross here, and we went down 67%. See, I mean, maybe more. If you measure till here, it will go down to maybe 80%. But generally, we see a massive correction whenever there is a death cross. So you would not want this yellow line passing this blue line. If it goes below this, it's a death cross. And opposite is called the golden cross. If the yellow line is about to cross the blue line and in the opposite direction, then it's called the golden cross, and usually that leads to a pump. Let me remove this. So this is what I fear might happen on the Dash as well as various charts, including Bitcoin. Let me open the Bitcoin chart real quick. So this is the BTC USD chart fetched from the Bitstamp exchange, and I have marked various levels here. And this is again the yellow line, and this is the blue line, and you can clearly see you might see a death cross somewhere around maybe 16th or 17th June here. So the price of the Bitcoin will be somewhere around 44,000, between 44,000 and 46,000 dollar levels, between this level. And you can also see that we have tested these very levels in the past as well. So I'm expecting this thing to happen on many other cryptocurrencies as well, including the Litecoin. Let me open Litecoin real quick. So let me remove this. So you can see that Litecoin here we have the yellow line at $52 right now, which is a 50-day moving average, and 200-day moving average is right now at 180. And I'm expecting Litecoin to pump to at least somewhere around, somewhere between $220, $230, and $244. So think of it as a relief pump. If you bought up high here during the mania phase, I feel sorry for you. Another thing to watch out is we have made a bearish cross here as well. 21-day moving average and the 50-day moving average. Generally it's 55. Whenever that happens, that usually marks the end of trend. Another thing to keep in mind is, let's go back to Dash chart. So this is the Dash again, one daily chart. Okay, so we made a bullish cross, and this usually means we have around 9 to maybe 10 days from now. I think the coin will continue to pump for 8 to 9 days before we have strong correction, and probably we will see a death cross. If you move to the weekly chart, you can clearly see that on the MACD we have made a bearish divergence. This is not good. We were in the green area, but we have made bearish divergence here. On the acceleration chart as well, we have red bars here, and these are usually followed by, I'm saying, even more red bars on the downside. So that means more downside is impending, and this is midterm because we are right now on the weekly chart. On the monthly chart, you can also see that we are losing momentum from the past 2 months now. So this also shows that the bulls are starting to lose their war against the bears. So bears are now taking control of the market. Again, this is the daily chart, and if I hide these moving averages and turn on another indicator called Ichimoku, you will have even better idea where is the limit of this pump. So these are the moving averages of the Ichimoku, and you can see that we have very strong resistance at $283, and this is a moving average, so it can come down, so somewhere around $260 here as well. If there is total possibility that we may see a pump to $330, we may see a flash pump, so that will give us 72% increase in profit. So it would be a good idea to place your sell orders between $250 and $330 if you have a huge stack of Dash. This is what I would do. So this was my analysis of Dash USD pair. Let's take a look at the Dash BTC pair real quick. So Dash BTC. This is again from the Poloniex cryptocurrency exchange, and this one which I drew, I think the last one, this is now useless because we broke down. So you have to adapt according to the market. We have made a bullish divergence on the daily chart, so there's a possibility that we may pump to 0.00577 or even 0.006. But Dash is still, I still have a long-term bag of Dash which I'm planning to sell when it outperforms against BTC. But I bought it at really low levels, so I'm not too concerned about it. For my short-term Dash bag, I'm really looking forward to exit my position on this upcoming pump. So we have strong resistance 0.0057 followed by 0.006, and I'll be making full use of this bullish divergence here on the daily. So we can also see that we will see some resistance 0.0055, and we have been testing this very level from the past, I would say 7 days in a row now, and Dash is unable to penetrate through this very level. So 0.0055 is the level to watch out for if you flip this for support. Next, I think 0.0057 would come fairly quickly, followed by 0.006 on a daily time frame. On the weekly, we are still bullish, but we can clearly see that we started to lose momentum here, like on the USD chart. So the Dash BTC chart is not looking that bad on the weekly. However, you can clearly see that when we enter this red cloud, what I wanted Dash to see, what I wanted Dash to do is get out of this red cloud and rally to the upside. This is what I drew last month. Unfortunately, this didn't happen, so I think Dash is going to take its time, and that's totally fine. The corrections are totally part of the game, and it is take it as a valuable lesson to take profits on the go. Yeah, if you're not taking profits, if you bought here and if you're not selling here or here or here, you're doing it wrong. Take profits. It's not too bad. It's not a bad thing to take profits. Nothing goes up in a straight line. Keep that in mind. So that was my analysis of Dash. I'll be keeping an eye on the Dash BTC pair, because keep in mind that even if Dash goes down to $100, let's say there's like Dash corrects about 50% in USD value compared to Bitcoin, which may correct like 70%, the Dash will still outperform Bitcoin by 20%. So even if the Dash and BTC both are going down in USD value, the Dash will outperform BTC on this chart. So, and that has happened a lot of times. So you have to have an agenda, whether you want more Bitcoin or whether you want more USD. I like to keep mix of both, so you have to decide for yourself what's your plan. So that's all about it. I hope you liked this video, and stay subscribed for more price analysis news like this, and give this video a like if you liked it. That's all I need from you guys. Bye bye.